Hi guys, today's lesson is on multiplying instead of monomials, multiplying binomials. So when you multiply binomials, that means that we're multiplying two terms times two terms. Two terms times two terms. And you can recognize that because inside of the parentheses in the multiplication problem, you're going to see a minus or a plus sign. And that tells you that you're actually not multiplying twice, you're actually multiplying 4 times. So we have this acronym called FOIL that kind of helps us organize the multiplication process. So you'll see it over on the right hand side here. F stands for first, O stands for outside, I stands for inside, and L stands for last. I'll take you through each of those. First, outside, inside, last. So in order to help you multiply the two binomials, what you're going to do is you're going to multiply the first times the first term. So in the parentheses, the first term times the first term is going to be the x times the x. The first term in the first binomial times the first term in the second binomial. So what we oftentimes will do is we'll do like a curve to show that we're multiplying them. So think to yourself, what's x times x? And you should be thinking x squared. Okay, so we multiplied firsts. Then we're going to multiply outsides. The outsides are, let me erase these highlighting. Let me erase. No. Okay. So outsides are going to be the two outer edges, x and positive 3. Those are going to get multiplied, and I'm going to draw a curve to show that I'm multiplying them. X times positive 3. Think to yourself, what's x times 3? And that is 3x. And it's positive, so I'm going to write plus 3x. Okay, we did the outsides. Now we're going to multiply the insides. The insides are the two inner numbers, like most in the middle, or terms most in the middle. So I'm going to multiply negative, oh, that's not highlighter. I'm going to multiply negative 2 times x. Those are like on the inside. I'm going to multiply those two. Negative 2 times x is going to give us negative 2x. And then I'm going to multiply, so I did insides, and then I'm going to multiply lasts. So last means the last term times the last term. So I'm going into the parentheses, and the last term in the first binomial is negative 2, and the last term in the second binomial is positive 3. And I'm going to draw a curve to show I'm multiplying those. Negative 2 times 3, it's multiplication. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. So I did 4 multiplications. First times first was x times x. Outsides was x times 3. Insides was negative 2 times x. And last was negative 2 times 3. And now it's kind of organized for you in standard form if you multiply in that order. And all you have to do is just combine the like terms. So you notice you have like terms in the middle here. So your final answer will be bring down the x squared. 3x minus 2x is positive 1x. I'm just going to write plus x and then minus 6. So my answer is a trinomial when I multiply the two binomials. All right. I would like you guys to pause the video and try example 2 now. All right, so example 2, first times first, m times 2m, should have given you 2m squared. Then outsides, m times negative 8 is negative 8m. Then I'm going to multiply the insides. Insides are negative 5 times 2m, that's negative 10m. And then I'm going to multiply the last times the last. Negative 5 times negative 8 is positive 40. We're going to combine like terms. The two middle guys are the like terms. 2m squared comes down. Negative 8m and negative 10m is negative 18m. And then bring down the plus 40. And that's your final answer. You can't combine any of those any further. Okay, pause the video again and try example 3. In example 3, you should have 3y times 3y is 9y squared. Remember, y times y is y squared because we're adding those exponents. Outsides means 3y times 7. That's going to be positive 21y. Insides is negative 7 times 3y, which is negative 21y. And lasts are the two last numbers, negative 7 times positive 7. Remember, we're multiplying. Negative 7 times positive 7 is negative 49. When you combine like terms in this one, the two middle terms cancel one another out to 0. So we just end up with a binomial, 9y squared minus 49. Okay. Now, if you come across something like example 4, example 4 says k plus 5 squared. Keep in mind that this here is a binomial. So whenever you have a binomial squared, it's very important that you write it out, meaning that you write like k plus 5 times itself. You're not allowed to just square. A very common misconception is that you can just square the k and square the 5 and get k squared plus 25. You can't do it because it's 2 terms times 2 terms. So again, you have 4 multiplications to do. So you're going to do FOIL. You're going to do k times k, k squared. Then the outsides, k times 5, positive 5k. Then the insides, another 5 times k, another positive 5k. And then 5 times 5, 25. So when you first look at this problem, k plus 5 squared, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that complex of an answer, but it's actually going to be k squared plus 10k plus 25 because you're squaring a binomial, because there are 2 terms times 2 terms. So you actually end up with k squared plus 10k plus 25, a trinomial answer. Okay, pause the video and try example 5 on your own. Okay, example 5, you should have first written out 3k minus 6 times 3k minus 6, binomial squared. And we're going to do FOIL, first times first. 3k times 3k should have given you 9k squared. Then the outsides, 3k times negative 6 should have given you negative 18k. Insides, negative 6 times 3k is again negative 18k. And then last times last, negative 6 times negative 6 is positive 36. We're going to combine the like terms, and your final answer should be 9k squared minus 36k, because we're adding negative 18k and negative 18k, and then plus 36. And that's your final answer. All right, guys, so you're going to use your notes, use this to help you with tonight's homework. It's all exactly the same types of problems. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.